So that is the first thing, it's just bringing home the historical reality of Buddhism and the Dhamma and all those places where the Buddha was 2,500 years ago. And the second thing, which is a powerful thing of going to India, is simply that when you go to these places, you can often feel something when you go to these places. And this is what the Buddha was talking about when he laid down that we should go to these places. He said that people who have faith, people who are Buddhists, will have emotions when they go to these places. And you can see that often today. It happens that people go there and they feel a sense of joy, or they start crying, again out of joy often. This happens all the time. Certainly on my trip, there was one man who said, "Why is it that I'm crying when I go to these places?" And I said, "It's obvious. It's because you are a Buddhist, and suddenly for the first time you are basically face to face with the Buddha. You're going in his footsteps. You've always been removed from him, and suddenly you are in his place. That's why you're crying. It's an emotional reaction. It's to be expected that these things will happen." And this is the second thing which becomes very beautiful, this emotional reaction that we can have, because these kind of emotional reactions leave an impact, leave something in the mind which we later on can recollect that there was some power to these places, something about these places which are special. The reason that they are special is, first of all, if you have a sense of faith in Buddhism, then by going to these places, suddenly you are in a place where you are close to the Buddha, as close as you can get in this present age. So, if you have that faith, of course, that gives sense to something inside. You're close to that which you have faith in. That in itself gives rise to an emotional reaction often. The other thing which can give rise to joy is simply the fact that in these places there may also sometimes be powerful beings around, like devas, for example. And sometimes it's a bit like, sometimes you can go into a room and you can feel sometimes the emotion of the person in that room. Maybe somebody is angry or something, or somebody is very peaceful, and you can feel that the whole room has a sense of peace, or a sense of non-peace if the person is upset.